You feel zoom in. Check the nutrition facts. Less sugar, less salt, intake and less fat. You feel zoom in.
A message from the Ministry of Health and Wellness, Jamaica Moves, the Heart Foundation of Jamaica, the National Health Fund, and Japan.
Me, I go show them my way of justice.
I'm abused.
I need legal advice. I don't deserve this.
The truth of the matter is, justice there for all of we. The Ministry of Justice has trained more than 5,600 persons in restorative justice practices. More than 200,000 victims have been supported by the victim services. Legal aid has reached thousands island-wide. Make we talk it out, not fight it out. Call 888 Justice today. Motorists, as Minister of Justice, I appeal to you, obey the road code. Pay your ticket on time and only go to court if the ticket is being contested. Close to 80% of matters coming to the parish courts are for
Please remain standing, ladies and gentlemen, as I now invite Bishop Christine Gooden-Benguche, President of the Jamaica Council of Churches, to deliver the invocation. Let us be reverent for prayer.
Habakkuk reminds us, write the vision and make it plain upon tablets that he may run who upholding the mission, the vision, and the purpose. And may you continue to grant your way, your presence, your blessing, and your guidance upon all the activities that will be pursued. In the name of Jesus Christ we pray, giving thanks. Amen.
You may be seated, ladies and gentlemen. Let me welcome you all.
Cook it up and make we steam it. Fresh so me need it, tilapia a real fish. Cook it up and make we roast it. Farm fresh so me need it, tilapia a real fish. Grow smart at the best part. Food for thought so me have to eat smart. Easy catch, fully net. A tilapia so you don't know what's next. Cook it up and make we fry it. Fresh so me need it, tilapia a real fish. Bring home the best in freshwater fish. High content of vitamin B3, protein and potassium. Tilapia, simple, healthy, delicious.
Na 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 na. We want a piece for Jamaica. Yeah, yeah. We have to be our brother's keeper. Yeah, yeah. Jamaica live good, yeah. I make we enjoy life. Want we feel safe at night. Jamaica live good. I better you and I. No say we future bright. Jamaica live good. Come together as one. I make the violence.
And relaxation and to enjoy some of the really good food and entertainment and the culture and the warmth that we have here in the land of wood and water. Right? And speaking of water, it's a good thing you come this week and not last week because, boy, I tell you, a lot was happening where water and rains were concerned here in Jamaica. But we're so happy to have you, and I look forward to sharing the week with you. It may not be the only time you'll see me, but I'm certain that you will have a fulfilling, a productive, and most enjoyable week. Let me get into the official welcome because I have here a long list of distinguished guests. And I want to ensure that I've got you all covered. And while I prefer working from my tablet, nothing quite beats good old black and white, good old paper. The Honorable Audrey Marks, Minister without portfolio in the Office of the Prime Minister with responsibility for efficiency, innovation, and digital transformation. The Honorable Daryl Vaz, Minister of Transport, Telecommunications, and Energy. Senator the Honorable Dominic Smith, Minister of Public Administration and Artificial Intelligence from the Government of Trinidad and Tobago, and President of the Caribbean Telecommunications Union, CTU. CTU General Conference Ministers, Conference of Ministers, other government officials of the Government of Jamaica. Mr. Rodney Taylor, Secretary General of the CTU, Permanent Secretaries, members of the Diplomatic Corps. Mr. Curtis Lindqvist, Chief Executive Officer, Internet Corporation of Assigned Names and Numbers, ICANN. Other heads of international and regional organizations. Members of our Executive Council. Partners and sponsors. Specially invited guests. Members of the media. Ladies and gentlemen, a warm, warm Jamaican welcome. Thank you so much for being a part of this week's activities. Now, it's my pleasure to welcome you, of course, to the 23rd Ministerial Strategic ICT Seminar of the CTU, ICT Week. I'm Gareth Williams. I'm your Master of Ceremonies for this evening's welcome ceremony. And this event, of course, is being hosted under the kind patronage of the Government of Jamaica through the Ministry of Transport, Telecommunications, and Energy. And this year, we have the distinct pleasure of hosting Mr. Curtis Lindqvist. He's, of course, I mentioned earlier, the CEO of ICANN to the region since his appointment. So it's his first time. Welcome, sir. The theme for the week is driving change, connecting futures. The event will take a deep dive into how regional governments can collaborate with global partners to bridge the connectivity gap through diverse digital and novel technologies. It will also serve as a platform that aims to foster conversations crucial for 21st century governance. CTU ICT Week will see a convergence of thought leaders, sparking ideas and fostering partnerships that will form the foundation for future innovations and collaboration. And Alan Kay, noted computer pioneer, once said, "To get the future you want," I'm paraphrasing now, "you must invent it." And ladies and gentlemen, that is why all these minds have been brought together to engineer the future that we want for our respective countries and for our region as a force to be reckoned with across the globe. But enough of my talking. It's time for you to hear some brief remarks from some of our esteemed guests, and we'll have 2 presentations as well, and then we'll have a wonderful evening enjoying each other's company, as you've already started to do prior to this event. So, without further ado, let me now invite to the stage Senator the Honorable Dominic Smith, Minister of Public Administration and Artificial Intelligence, with opening remarks. Please make him welcome.
Good night, everyone. Good night, everyone. A pleasant good night. A warm Jamaican good night, even though I'm your neighbor from Trinidad and Tobago. Yeah? The Reverend came up on stage, and the first thing she said is, "Write the vision and make it plain." I thought those words were so apt and correct at the beginning of such an important week for us. I think the first day we've accomplished so much. And as I sat down in the corridor here, I glanced all of the flags represented to my left, your right, and to my right, your left. And I said to myself, what a great opportunity we have before us tonight and every day in this week to not just write the vision and to make it clear, but to plan the vision as well, and to execute the vision, and to work on the vision, and to work together, and to collaborate, and to really do, with intention, the good work that we're meant here to do. And so tonight, I want to bring greetings from the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. Of course, it would be remiss of me if I don't recognize the CTU General Conference of Ministers, all of you well represented here tonight, other government officials from the Government of Jamaica, Mr. Philip Paulwell, Mr. Rodney Taylor, of course, Secretary General of the CTU, permanent secretaries, members of the Diplomatic Corps, and all other international and regional organizations, members of our Executive Council. Now tonight, I will keep it short because I know that you've had a very long day so far. But I think today has been a very rewarding day. And I want to speak to you by clarifying a couple things as we're poised for the week ahead. It's a privilege here to be on stage, and it's a privilege to bring greetings to you in this CTU ICT Week 2025. And I want to clarify that the CTU is not merely the secretariat of a process. The CTU is an institutional space, a regional framework, the shared vessel through which Caribbean policymakers, regulators, private sector partners, and civil society can together steer digital transformation, inclusive development across our region. This is your organization as much as it is mine. It's the region's organization, and it achieves its greatest power not through a top-down mandate, but through synergy, through shared ownership, through active engagement, and it will require all of us. With your support, your ideas, commitment, and collaboration, we turn the vision that the Reverend spoke about. We turn good intention to impactful outcomes. We're here to bridge gaps. We're here to strengthen resilience. And of course, we're here to accelerate regional development. But the task before us is not an easy one. We are in the moment. As the world combines at the UNGA, we are in the moment. And it's a global moment we face here tonight and we'll face for the coming year and years to come. We meet at a time when technology is reshaping every single sector of our lives. Artificial intelligence is not just a buzzword. It's transforming economies, redefining the way we work, the way we learn, and the way we govern. We spoke about cybersecurity today. This is no longer a technical afterthought. It's a matter of sovereignty. The infrastructure that we speak about, data centers, these are the lifeblood of the digital economy, ensuring resilience, continuity, and control over our information. And when I say our, I really do mean our information. When I looked at the UNDP report, it said digital infrastructure, when designed inclusively, is not only a technological enabler, but a social equalizer. A social equalizer. It means that every single person has an opportunity. Every individual, every young man, every young woman, in the city centers and in the desperate communities, they have a chance and opportunity to participate. And that is what technology allows and facilitates. So for small island developing states like Trinidad and Tobago and Jamaica even, this is not theory. This is our path to true competitiveness, our path to true empowerment. And what would you say is CTU's role in this digital transformation? I think it's been the forum by which we harmonize spectrum policy, strengthen internet governance, build consensus on concepts that we are all very familiar with here, e-identity, advance interoperability of services. And the importance of this is so that we have seamless work across borders. Because it's here that we build trust in digital transactions, coordinate cybersecurity responses together, and shape the architecture of our regional data future. In short, CTU is not just a technical body behind the scenes. It is our collective platform for influence, innovation, and progress. I did an interview earlier in the afternoon, and it spoke to what are our priorities. What are our priorities this week at CTU ICT 2025? I think our biggest priority is focusing on us, the collective. I think our biggest priority is listening to each other. I think our biggest priority is removing the ego that man is challenged with all the time. You see, when we remove ego, then the people that the technology is meant for truly benefit. I mentioned earlier today that technology is not only about advancing societies, but it's about advancing humanity. And therefore, when we build and we create and we innovate this week, I want us to keep the most important component, the people, in mind. And I show my brother from Jamaica, the minister, he can attest to how important the people is in the process. They are the ones who give us the opportunity to serve. And even in the private sector, when we engage in public-private partnerships, it's the customers that we serve. And so the technology that we create today must serve not some of the people, but all of the people. And so in that frame, in that tapestry that we'll create together here in this week, we'll speak about many things. We'll speak about AI and risk mitigation. We'll speak about cybersecurity and resilience. And in the context of small island developing states, we are not strangers to vulnerability. By our mere geography, we have been vulnerable. By our shared historical past, we have been vulnerable. And in most parts, unfortunately, history has not been kind to us. But today and this week, we can take that back with the power of technology. We can strategize for a prosperous future. We can really take the concepts of intergenerational and intergenerational equity seriously. And we could craft that here tonight. So, yes, we'll discover concepts related to data centers, cloud sovereignty. Yes, we'll speak about e-identity. Yes, we'll speak about interoperability. Yes, we'll speak most prominently about regional collaboration, expressed here in the physical by these flags, planted left and right. I want to say to you that the World Economic Forum recently stated, the future will not be built on islands of innovation, but on ecosystems of collaboration. And in my view, that is the true ethos of the CTU this week. So this is a step in the right direction, but it's not only a step in the right direction, it's a call to action. So colleagues, what we decide this week, in my view, will shape the Caribbean's future. Do you believe that? Do you believe that? Because you've come far and wide, you've left your home, the comfort of your beds, and you've come here to be in Jamaica, and though we love Jamaica, everyone knows that they love home. So you come here with a purpose. You've given your time, you've given your money. Some of you have been sponsored to be here. You want to represent well. And I say to you, this is an opportunity for us to shape the Caribbean's future. The conversations we hold are not abstract policy debates. They will determine how our children learn, how our businesses compete, how our governments serve, and how our societies thrive in the decades ahead. To our ministers in particular, your leadership will give political weight to regional action. To regulators and technocrats, your expertise will make these frameworks a reality. To industry leaders, your investment, and yes, we need your investment, will ensure innovation and will also ensure scalability. And to civil society, your voice ensures that technology uplifts all, not just a few, but the many. So let us enter this week's proceedings with zeal. Let's enter it with confidence, and let's enter it certainly, as the Reverend would have mentioned, a shared vision, a vision that is plain for all to see, in the eyes of the adult and in the eyes of the child. They must know what our policymakers, what our leaders, what our participants here have planned for their future. If we seize this moment with courage and unity, we will not only adapt to global change, I think we will help shape it. And in so doing, we will secure a future where Caribbean citizens are not passive consumers of technology, but active creators and beneficiaries of a digital age designed for their prosperity. And with that conviction, and I'm sure you can hear the conviction in my voice, I now declare CTU ICT Week 2025 officially open. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Honorable Minister, and I hope you were taking notes, particularly at the end, where his vision is that our people will not just be passive consumers of technology, but we will be innovators and beneficiaries as we participate in strengthening global technology for our betterment and that of the world. Thank you again. I must also point out that your ministry includes artificial intelligence, which for me signifies a step in the right direction. I had a conversation with a friend earlier and we spoke about how sometimes movies have painted this very dystopian future as it relates to AI and robots and so on. But we should see it more as a warning as how to prevent things from happening and in the moment embrace technology and see how we can use it to accentuate what we do and improve our outputs. And I must congratulate you, Minister, and the government of Trinidad and Tobago for a step in that particular direction, something from which we can all learn. Now, this event certainly here in Jamaica would not be a reality without the leadership of our next speaker. And a couple of years ago, we were in Bahamas, and right after that, Barbados, and then last year, St. Kitts and Nevis. And now it's Jamaica's turn. And it is sincerely my pleasure to invite to the lectern the Honorable Daryl Vaz, Minister of Transport, Telecommunications, and Energy, with his remarks.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My colleague ministers, both in Jamaica and across the Caribbean, and of course, all of you gathered here this afternoon. It is with immense pride that I welcome you all to Jamaica and to the opening of the CTU ICT Week 2025 held here in Kingston, our vibrant capital. We are delighted to be your host. On behalf of the government and the people of Jamaica, I extend a warm welcome. We often say here in Jamaica, we're little but we talawa. We may be small, but we are strong and resilient. That spirit and determination is exactly what drives our digital journey, and indeed this week's conversations. This year's theme, Driving Change, Connecting Futures, could not be more fitting. Across the Caribbean, technology is no longer a luxury. It is the very backbone of growth, innovation, and opportunity. From AI to cybersecurity, ICT is reshaping the way we live, work, and connect. The ICT Week is not just about celebrating how far we have come as a region. It's about charting where we must go and grow together. Over the next few days, stakeholders will dive deep into the critical issues, building robust broadband networks, strengthening cyber resilience, shaping policies for artificial intelligence, and ensuring that our own children and young people are equipped with the digital skills to thrive in the 21st century. They are not abstract debates. They go to the very heart of our region's resilience, competitiveness, and sovereignty. I must always take a note to acknowledge our sponsors and partners. The headline sponsor, the World Digital Governance, WDG, lead sponsor Huawei, platinum sponsor Amazon, gold SMS data access, IDB, GSOA, and OUR, silver, ECHO, MSP, Eastern Caribbean Telecommunications Authority, Liberty Caribbean, Digital Business, and SimTi, bronze, Digital Nation, Precision, Viasat, Welshman, IslandNet, and of course others, not to mention our partners, ITU, ARIN, ICANN, ACCYB, the Commonwealth Secure Post, Caribbean Media Corporation, Spectrum Authority, and Universal Service Fund. Your support reflects the importance of collaboration between government, private sector, academia, and civil society. Just as no single island can stand alone, no single entity can carry the weight of digital transformation. We succeed only when we move forward together. Colleagues and friends, there's an old Jamaican saying, one cocoa, full basket, which means step by step, effort by effort, partnership by partnership, we can build a truly connected Caribbean. ICT Week is more than a conference. It's a call to action. Let us commit to turning the ideas born here into tangible projects that will bring real benefit to our citizens. Once again, I welcome you all to Jamaica, land of wood and water, reggae, and world-class innovation. May your stay be as enriching as the discussions that we will share. Together, let us drive change and collect the future of the Caribbean. Thank you, and I wish you all a successful CTU ICT Week 2025. And I'm sure you'll find time to have some jerk, some Red Stripe beer, and some rum. God bless.
Thank you very much, Minister. Please remember to drink responsibly. All right. But I was very happy, of course, to hear our minister sharing with you some of our local idioms and phrases, little but with talawa. And I think it applies not only to Jamaica, but to us as a region, as a Caribbean region. Yes, indeed. We punch well above our weight in so many arenas, right? And technology should definitely become or be one of those areas in which we punch well above our weight. And an activity such as this and the CTU as an organization is certainly one of those pillars which will help us to stand firm and punch above our weight in this field. So thank you again, Minister, and we wish you all the very best. We'd also like to acknowledge this evening the presence of Mrs. Marie-Lucienne Ratier. She is the elected member and territorial councillor of the government of French Guiana. And welcome. We're so happy to have you here. Where is she? Please stand and be recognized. Very happy to have you. My French is poor, so I really can't say much, but I'll do the pronunciations fine, just fine enough. So happy to have you this week with us. I heard Minister Vaz just now speak to and share some of the sponsors who have helped to make this week the success it will be. And partnerships are key in any event such as this. Our headline sponsor is World Digital Governance, and Edward Tal is principal and founder of Intellibus, and he has extensive research expertise, in AI, ethical data platforms, and governance frameworks positions him as a leading voice in shaping the future of AI governance. Through initiatives including World Digital Governance, Mr. Wattal advocates for responsible AI practices, fostering collaboration across global stakeholders to address ethical, regulatory, and societal challenges posed by AI technologies. I now invite Mr. Wattal to the lectern to bring greetings. Please, make him welcome.
Thank you all. For those of you who were not here this morning, I'm going to maybe recap some of what you might have already heard. So those who heard this, forgive me. But first off, I'm truly thankful to Secretary General Rodney Taylor for giving this opportunity and collaborating with us. And as Minister Smith mentioned to all of us, this is really a shared space for collaboration. Funny enough, 2 years ago when WDG started, it was just a podcast. We were a bunch of people in a room, and we were saying we need a space for collaboration. So I feel so honored to have this opportunity to speak to all of you here today. And more importantly, I've had, in the last few hours, since the morning, opportunity to meet with some of you one-on-one. And I feel, I must say, I feel very encouraged, and especially with some of the ministers who made the time to come and say hello to me and meet me one-on-one. And of course, I know we're all busy, so for those who haven't, I am still here, and I would love to have that conversation with you. Because as Minister Smith said, and some of the other folks said here in the room, without us coming together, we can't really win. And like as Minister Vaz said, Wiliki but we talawa. Did I get it right? Wiliki but we talawa. So I believe that truly, because actually we are not even little. If you put the entire Greater Caribbean today together, include Cuba and Domrep and Haiti, we are 40 2 million people. It's almost as big as Canada. And Canada has a $2+ trillion economy. There's no reason this economy can't be $2+ trillion overall. We aren't $2+ trillion today. So the opportunity is here, and our connected digital future presents this opportunity. The only question is what's standing in our way? Or who is standing in our way? Is it the EU? Is it the UN? Is it the citizens of the country? Is it the opposing party? Is it our other members of the cabinet? Is it the people down the chain who don't really do the work and pick up the papers? Because the papers move too slow. We get that complaint all the time, don't we? So who's really in our way? And I think Minister Smith said it. Our own egos. That's it. That's the hard work. The hard work is on the inside. Because we can talk about empowering people all day. That's what I do every morning when I wake up. It's not about how to make my team better. I see what can I do better. And I'm really bad. I'm a good cook. I believe I can cook really well. And guess what here? I actually removed the bandage just to show you. I chopped my finger. Cooking. And what was I doing? I was in a rush. I had to prepare for WDG. And I was cutting cabbage. And I thought, let me cut the cabbage really fine. I like sliced thin cabbage. So, I sliced my finger. 12 stitches. It's all right. But the bottom line is, if we let our ego get ahead of ourselves, even if we are the best chef, we'll slice our finger. So I think that message is heard really well. And I hope it resonates with all of us. Because we can't empower the future generation if we can't train them how to be better themselves. The world is not really about changing everybody else. The world is really about changing yourself. If you get 1% better every day, 2% better every day as a human, the world will be better, right? You don't need to change anybody. But everybody needs to just change themselves. And it's pretty simple, right? But schools don't teach that. Colleges don't teach that. Even parents sometimes don't teach that. So all we have to do is look inward. And I really like the other message I heard from the pastor, and the bishop, sorry. And it was resonating with me because it's, I'm not a Christian. I was born Hindu, but I'm kind of agnostic a little bit when it comes to religion. But I do believe that there is something more powerful than in the universe. Because the greatest piece of intelligence is not AI. It's not even AGI. The greatest piece of intelligence is you right here within you. And if you don't believe me, close your eyes for 5 seconds and you'll know. I'm telling the truth. Because this body heals. This machine works. And we'll be extremely lucky in our lifetimes if we can create a real physical human body. Create an Optimus robot. Elon, not impressed, Elon. Create a real human. Watch the movie Transcendence. Create a Johnny Depp and show me walking the street. Then we are really talking, right? You hear me? Sci-fi fans? Am I the only sci-fi fan here? So now we're really talking. What are we aiming? Oh, we're going to build Jarvis. Tony Stark fans? Right? We want to build Jarvis, right? Yeah, sure, we want to build Jarvis, but watch Transcendence. Sorry, spoilers. But watch Transcendence. That's the real opportunity, right? Imagine, what do we really, how many of us have heard the term organ trade? Human trafficking is not just about taking some girl and selling her off for $19. Human trafficking is about taking a human body just because you can't find a kidney and taking a kidney and selling it off. And it happens all over the world. Will AI fix that? Will the digital fix that? No, your ego will fix that. Because you'll have to then say, oh, somebody in my family, it's okay for them to just suffer. Yeah, you can create artificial kidneys. Howard's been trying for a long time, still haven't appeared yet, despite all the AI. So the AI and technology is fine. It'll be there. New things will come. Don't need to be afraid of it. But what we really need is coming together. So then the question becomes, but AI, intelligence, this AGI, what if Sam Altman builds this AGI and it's going to eat us all? We're going to be digital slaves of two people, Elon, Sam, and they're going to duke it out, right? They might even do what I think Mark Zuckerberg and Sam were trying to do jujitsu, and Elon didn't want to do that. He said, I'm going to just sit on you, Mark. So finally, who's going to win this battle? There's 3 people really arguing there. All of us don't really matter. So the question is, how do we win? And as much as we can believe in ourselves, I think I would like to leave you behind with a simple thought. What is intelligence really? So any of us in the room, and I know that the head of the ICANN is here, so anyone in the room, right, who believes that AGI is coming, think of what is true AGI. True AGI means machines need to be able to taste, the nice jerk chicken that Minister Vaz talked about. They can't do that yet. That data has not even been captured, let alone digitally encoded. And smell the nice, beautiful wine because we smell it before we drink it. So until machines can smell and touch and taste, they're far, far away from AGI. So anyone tries to give you the story, oh, AGI is coming in 2 years, they're just trying to get your money. They're just trying to get your money. So what is real intelligence? And so I have this, for little known facts, some of you may know, I also I'm the lead faculty for AI at NYU. I've been fortunate enough, I've been associated with NYU for over a decade. I am the lead faculty for what is called the AI Masterclass. It's actually a classroom meant for folks who are in industry, CEOs, billionaires, etc. And part of that reason NYU is supporting me in doing WDG, and I have all the spare time to do this, is because they want this reshaping of society to happen. You can't reshape that until you educate the people who are sitting with the money, who got to change their mindset. So what is intelligence really? And what are the orders of intelligence? We all believe that, and what is that threshold, right? At what point, like how far can AI go? Let's ask ourselves this question. We all understand we're all babies at some point, yeah? We were born inside a womb. When you're born in a womb, how do you know that the baby is alive, right? Everybody had like a baby, delivered a baby, had been a parent, right? Like how do you know the baby is alive? You kind of go and like, is he kicking? Or is she kicking, right? Like you try to make some sound, you tap it, and the baby kicks back. So that's the initial form of intelligence, reactive intelligence. They're in nature, right? Action equals reaction. You can think of it like physics. So there's basic reactive intelligence in nature. You touch a plant, it goes back. You touch somebody, there's a jump scare. So that's the foundational form of intelligence. That baby, when they come out of the womb, it starts to cry. Anybody knows why babies cry? They say babies crying because it needs milk, right? But babies cry because when they come out, they've been breathing water, right? And they come out, they're now gasping for air. So they're not actually crying, they're just trying to breathe. And we say, oh, baby's crying, give them milk. So now the baby learns, if I cry, I get milk. So now you've gone from reactive intelligence to predictive intelligence. The baby has learned how to predict. Say, okay, now I can predict. If I cry, I get milk. That's pretty simple. And in fact, there's a saying in India, they say crying babies get milk. So they say, you want something, you keep crying, and eventually you get it. So that's reactive intelligence. So what happens beyond that, The baby grows up, gets a little older, walks around the house, mom's not there, goes to the stove, tries to heat the milk, takes the milk, it's hot, burns its lips, like, oh my God, hot milk burns. It's like, I should have asked mommy. Now the hot milk's burnt the lip. Now this kid grows up, gets 11 years old, goes to a friend. The friend says, hey, would you like to have coffee? And they bring hot coffee. He's never had hot coffee in his life. They put it in front of him, and he touches it. And he knows it's hot. He knows, this can burn. Now that's generative intelligence. He never had hot coffee in his life. He's able to take the prediction and generate. So AI has reached there. Reactive intelligence, machines, we built robotics a long time ago. Predictive intelligence, all the machine learning analytics that has been happening, that's how the hedge funds make money. Generative intelligence, now Sam Altman, thank you, has shown us how generative intelligence can go. You can take what you learned. How otherwise does GPT, that's never trained on a particular language, can now start speaking a new language? Generative intelligence. Just that humans haven't reached there yet, to be able to hold that complexity. And I'll answer that in a second if you're wondering how that happened. But what's beyond, there are two questions here. What's beyond generative intelligence? And then how is it that the machine can do it, we can't? A great psychologist once told me that intelligence is our ability to hold complexity in our brain. Just that the AI has a very big brain. It can hold the whole internet and all its complexity, and you ask a question, boom, here's the answer. And that's what you say, oh, this guy's a genius. He has the memory of an elephant. Is that what they say? So they can do that. So that's generative intelligence. So to have real generative intelligence as a human, yeah, maybe, but you'll need to hold all that. You'll have to memorize the whole internet. You can do it, maybe, but it'll happen. But I believe humans are meant for something greater and have something greater, two higher orders of intelligence, beyond reactive, predictive, and generative. How many of us have heard the word intuition? Intuition. So we all know. So there is a higher order of intelligence, intuitive intelligence. Some may argue that it is generative. I kind of know because I've seen all this before. But I believe it is something more. Intuition, and we often say, I had an intuition that guy was going to fall. But that, I think, is generative intelligence. Intuition is really when you know. How many of us have fallen sick? Anybody? If you've never fallen sick, please talk to me. I really need to know how you do it. How many of us fallen sick? Yeah? When we fall sick, do we really need the doctor to tell us we're sick? No, we know it. We know it way before the doctor. The doctor only tells us, how sick you are and what you need to do. But we know. And sometimes you kind of feel sick, but then we get better. So there's intelligence in the body that takes you from sickness to not sickness. How many of us have, sorry, I'm going to use some very extreme words here. How many of us have actually thrown up in life? We all know that experience, how it feels like to throw up. Try to remember how it feels. Right? It's terrible. How many of us actually gone through that and then it was okay, didn't throw up? Felt really good after that. And say, oh my God, okay, I saved today. I didn't do it, right? So when I was a kid, I used to feel really bad about it. So I would pray to God with holding both my hands, say, I shouldn't throw up, I shouldn't throw up. So we all have this intelligence within us. And that's intuitive intelligence. We know what's happening in our body way before someone tells you, right? In fact, when the doctor tells you you have this problem, you kind of know, yeah, what are you telling? I knew this. You just tell me what I need to do to fix this. So that intuitive intelligence is there. But is that the highest order of intelligence? Because that's in your body, yeah? What else is there? And again, the bishop and others will tell us that there is something beyond us, God, right? There's a higher order. If anybody has met God, please tell me. No. But I'm a believer that there is something out there. You can, whatever religion you are, you can name it, yeah? But there is a higher order of intelligence. And what is that? We don't know. We don't know what that is. But I have a word for it. I call it quantum intelligence. And what does it mean? And you'd be like, okay, it's an abstract term, fancy. Talking about quantum mechanics, I've lost you already. How many of us have children? You have children? Anybody in the room? Children, yeah? How many of us have had a feeling, sitting someday, something's wrong with my child, and something was wrong with the child? Yeah? You were not even near the child. You were far away. But you knew something's wrong, and you called, and the guy said, yeah, this is wrong. And you're like, oh shit, I knew this. So how is it that two bodies, far away in space, with intuitive intelligence, can quantum entangle? That's quantum entanglement of two objects. Spooky action at a distance. Einstein said that. So these two things can quantum entangle, and it happens within your own DNA, within your own sort of ecosystem, right? You don't know about the neighbor's kid, yeah? You only feel it for your kid, something that is produced from your DNA. So your intuitive intelligence that somehow biologically within your body has gone into another body, and you're able to connect at a distance with that. That is quantum intelligence. And it's so funny that quantum intelligence, in anybody who's Chinese in the room will understand this, is QI, which is Qi, which is the Chinese word for energy. I find it like universe is laughing when I'm saying this, right? And more importantly, I believe that is the definition of love and connectedness. And in the spirit of our connected future, I would like you to leave here with that message of love. Because that ego that we talked about managing is truly about loving the other unconditionally. And as strange and woo-woo as this is going to sound, that is the hardest thing you do, loving your own child even. And we have all seen the monkey experiment where the monkey eventually puts the baby in the well to climb on top to save herself. So how much do you love your children? Really ask yourself this question. And how far are you willing to go? Will you take a bullet for them? And if you will, then we can truly connect each other. We can truly have a connected future. And then that means you can manage yourself. And if we can all manage ourselves, we'll have a great future. We don't even need AI. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ed. Went through a bit of a mini masterclass in intelligence there, and I like the way you ended it. But now we can certainly understand why Ed is who he is, and how he helps to keep others on the cutting edge of technology, having some experience with cutting edges himself. I wish you all the very best, Ed, and I hope that Minister Vaz, I hope you'll give Ed a little bit of a masterclass in preparing like jerk pork and jerk chicken. Certainly coming from Portland, the best space for jerk in the island. And I hear one yes a while ago. That means somebody else feel like there's a better space for jerk in Jamaica. But all right, we're not going to get in that right now. Stephen Price, Mr. Stephen Price. He is the Vice President and the General Manager for Flow Business and C&W Business in Jamaica. He's also Chairman of the Flow Foundation, and they are another key partner of this event. I now invite Mr. Price to the lectern to bring his remarks. Please make him welcome.
I wonder who that guy on the screen is. The Honorable Ambassador Audrey Marks, Minister of Efficiency, Innovation and Digital Transformation. The Honorable Daryl Vaz, Minister of Transport, Telecommunications and Energy. Senator, the Honorable Dominic Smith, President of the Caribbean Telecommunications Union, the CTU, and Minister of Public Administration and Artificial Intelligence, Government of Trinidad and Tobago. Other government ministers and delegates, industry partners, fellow sponsors, ladies and gentlemen, I bid you a good evening. It's a pleasure to welcome you here this evening, especially here to Kingston, Jamaica. I'm Stephen Price. I'm the Vice President and General Manager of Flow Jamaica, and I'm honored to speak on behalf of my parent company, Liberty Caribbean. We're proud to partner with the Caribbean Telecommunications Union as a sponsor for this year's conference. The theme, Driving Change, Connecting Futures, is one that resonates deeply with us as a business, reflecting our shared ambition to build a Caribbean that is digitally empowered, resilient, inclusive, and ready for the future, shoulder to shoulder with the rest of the world. Liberty Caribbean has a legacy of over 150 years of regional connectivity, from pioneering undersea telegraph cables to delivering today's high-speed broadband, mobile, and enterprise solutions. In keeping with our vision for the future, our recent rebranding marks more than just a name change. It represents a renewed energy and a commitment to innovation, inclusion, and impact across the 15 markets of the Caribbean which we serve. While our corporate identity has evolved to Liberty Caribbean, we continue to operate under our well-established and trusted brands, Flow and BTC for consumer services, and Liberty Business, formerly Cable and Wireless Business, for enterprise solutions. These brands remain central to how we serve our families, communities, governments, and businesses right across the length and breadth of the region. At Liberty Caribbean, we embrace our role, not just as a connectivity provider, but more importantly, as a strategic partner. We work closely with private and public stakeholders to shape national digital strategies, guide infrastructure development, and co-create solutions that support long-term growth and resilience. From the Family Islands in the Bahamas, to the innovation hubs of Barbados, to the towns of unserved communities right across the length of the Caribbean, where digital transformation is driving smarter public services, stronger economies, and more connected communities. Our investments are focused on building a gigabit capable Caribbean, one that supports smart cities, one that supports digital public services and future-facing industries. Across several markets, including Jamaica, the Bahamas, and the Cayman Islands, we are upgrading networks, expanding subsea cable infrastructure, and deploying disaster-resilient systems that expand connectivity and ensure continuity and reliability. We work closely with stakeholders to shape national digital strategies, but we also recognize that digital transformation must be inclusive. Through our JUMP program, now active in multiple markets, and we thank Minister Vaz for being one of our chief cheerleaders, we are providing affordable broadband and digital literacy tools to underserved communities. We know there is much more to be done, but we are there shoulder to shoulder with the stakeholders here to make this happen. Definitely. During tomorrow's session, we will sign an MOU of support with the Jamaica Teachers Council, pledging our commitment to recognizing ICT educators who are in so many ways guardians of the digital future for our region. We stand ready to work with governments to close the digital divide and ensure that thousands more can access the life-changing benefits of connectivity. As a region, we already have the talent, we have the vision, and the resilience to lead globally, but we will only unlock our full potential through collaboration, courage, and a shared commitment to equity. Liberty Caribbean stands not merely as a sponsor, but as a strategic partner, firmly rooted in the Caribbean and dedicated to helping forge a region that is smart, secure, and centered on opportunity for its people. Thank you for joining us, and cheers to a week of bold ideas, meaningful dialogue, collaboration, and lasting impact. Thank you so much.
I think I missed something there. But Stephen, it's absolutely priceless, the commitment of Flow and Liberty Caribbean, and what you are doing is certainly putting your money where your mouth is. Sometimes, yes, it takes cash to care in some instances, but when you're doing things, when you're on the ground, you're making things happen through your business, it has a much more far-reaching effect. And we thank you on behalf of CTU and this week's events for what Liberty will be doing across the Caribbean and continuing to do across the Caribbean, keeping us connected. Our next presenter, ladies and gentlemen, is a seasoned technology executive and business leader who became president and CEO of the Internet Corporation for Assigned Names and Numbers, ICANN. He is Curtis Lindquist, and he became CEO of ICANN on December 9 last year. Now, with more than 30 years of experience in engineering and business development of Internet service providers, Internet exchange points, and global network carriers, Mr. Lindquist has dedicated his career to advancing the stability, security, and accessibility of the Internet. In fact, once a year, I get an email asking me about a couple of the URLs that I have registered. So now I can put a face to the name and those emails. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to invite to the lectern Mr. Curtis Lindquist, our keynote speaker.
Thank you. I don't send those emails myself, do I? Maybe add. Good evening, Ministers, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I'd like to thank the CTU and the Government of Jamaica for inviting me here and for the very warm welcome. As someone who is originally from not quite an island state or nation, but an autonomous island archipelago that is a little bit colder than here, I find it very inspirational and important to be here and to hear what island nations can achieve when we work together. It is truly an honor and a privilege to join you here in Kingston for the opening of the Caribbean Telecommunications Union's ICT Week, under a theme that truly captures the moment, driving change, connecting futures. 20 years ago, the global internet community, or the global community, agreed on the definition and key principles of internet governance and created a platform that has become central to global dialogue, the Internet Governance Forum, or the IGF. That was in 2005, during the second phase of the World Summit on the Information Society, or WSIS. The Caribbean Telecommunication Union knows this history very well. In fact, the CTU has been successfully leading the way by convening the Caribbean Internet Governance Forum, which predates even the global IGF. Your commitment demonstrates how regional leadership can shape and strengthen the global conversation. As we mark the WSIS Plus 20 review later this year in December, we reaffirm that the multi-stakeholder model remains our best path to a secure, stable, and interoperable Internet. This milestone offered us the chance not just to reflect on the progress, but to recommit to the model that has kept the Internet stable and secure for the last 2 decades. Sometimes we make the multi-stakeholder approach sound complex. It really isn't. At its core, it is a commitment to solving shared problems through collaboration. Governments, network operators, civil society, businesses, academia, and the technical experts all bring their perspectives together. We listen, we deliberate, we decide, and together we determine the path forward to preserve one Internet. The success of this model is clear. For more than 40 years, it has produced a working Internet with exceptional growth in traffic and users. It has served as a platform for innovation, fueling revolutionary change in how we live, work, and connect. The multi-stakeholder model has allowed the Internet and the digital economy to flourish while protecting against unilateral decision-making and top-down control. It has anchored the coordination of the Internet's unique identifiers and supported policy norms that enable billions of users and millions of networks to interoperate every day. It has also enabled universal adoption of technical standards and internationalized domain names, ensuring that the Internet works across languages, borders, and technologies. None of this will be possible if those responsible for the Internet's evolution operated in silos. By design, the multi-stakeholder model brings diverse interests together to find consensus and build solutions that are more resilient, legitimate, and widely adopted. This year, as debates on Internet governance intensify, we must recommit to collaboration over control. Fragmentation leads to competing rulebooks, technical incompatibilities, higher costs for operators and users, and diminished trust. It threatens the level playing field that the Internet has created for small and mid-sized economies to reach the world. Centralized or single-actor approaches can weaken the open architecture we rely on. The point is not to idealize the multi-stakeholder model. Just like the Internet, it must constantly evolve, improve, and strive for greater efficiency, transparency, and inclusivity. In short, the best way to defend and evolve the multi-stakeholder model is through clear priorities and disciplined execution, which is exactly what ICANN's 5-year strategy sets out to do. At ICANN, we follow a 5-year roadmap designed to deliver real outcomes for Internet users, here in the Caribbean and across the globe. Our FY 26-30 strategic plan is pragmatic and anchored in 4 priorities. First, we are committed to evolving and strengthening the multi-stakeholder model, broadening participation from underrepresented communities, and making policy and advice development more predictable and effective. Second, and of particular focus for me in my first year as CEO, is organizational excellence, ensuring that ICANN is accountable, responsive, and financially sound. Third, we are working with stakeholders to evolve the Internet's unique identifier systems, the names, numbers, and protocol parameters to continue to keep pace with innovation and demand. And fourth, we are reinforcing the security and stability of those identifier systems, including the DNS and root server system, in the face of increasingly complex threats. This plan is meant for action. It is grounded. One world, one Internet is our North Star, our guiding vision, but the work is very focused to broaden engagement where it's thin, streamlining processes that slow us down, sustain the technical infrastructure through strong partnerships, mitigating risks with shared practices, and keeping our finances steady and reliable. This is how we drive change and while preserving what works. So what does this mean for the Caribbean? It means engaging directly with people and institutions that shape the Internet here: governments, regulators, Internet service providers, Internet exchange points, country code top-level domain operators, civil society, and businesses. ICANN's Latin American engagement team is designed and dedicated for exactly this, clarifying regional priorities, aligning them with ICANN's strategy, and delivering tangible results. This includes technical capacity building, policy briefings, and practical pathways into ICANN's work for new participants from this region. It also means building and strengthening partnerships that extends reach. We deeply value the leadership of the CTU in this regard, from hosting the quarterly international ICT forecast and preparatory meetings to encouraging and facilitating member state participation in ICANN's Government Advisory Committee, to promoting small island and developing states' engagement and hosting important conferences such as this ICT Week, as well as the 21st Caribbean Internet Governance Forum held in Cuba last month. The CIGF is the longest-running IGF in the world. This is a testament to CTU's dedication and this region's strong commitment to the multi-stakeholder model and the innovative Internet governance. ICANN is also dedicated to deepening our partnerships. At the Caribbean Association of National Telecommunications Operators 40th Conference in Bahamas, we discussed the next round of new GTLD program and its applicant support program with operators and enterprises. That conversation mattered because it put information directly in the hands of those who can act on it. We were also grateful to connect with many of you at the School of Digital Transformation and Innovation in Latin America and the Caribbean this past June. These collaborations through the CTU, Canto, and other regional organizations amplified our shared impact. And this brings me to the next round of the new GTLD program. The message for Jamaica and the Caribbean is simple. This program is not just for domain companies. It's for banks, insurers, retailers, universities, cities, tourism boards, cultural institutions, and community initiatives that want to create trust, navigate online presence, or build namespaces that serve entire ecosystems. The Applicant Support Program, which offers financial and non-financial assistance to qualified applicants, particularly from underserved regions. It's open through the 19th of November 2025, is designated to help applicants prepare, it's designed to help applicants prepare well before the round of new TLGs opens in April 2026. ICANN's LAC engagement team has partnered with the CTU to share next round and applicant support information directly with ministers, regulators, and technical leaders across the region. That work continues this week and will expand as we circulate targeted communication to governments and GAC representatives within the region. We are also working with the Economic Commission for Latin America and the Caribbean to brief policymakers on the multi-stakeholder model, DNS security, and the next round mechanics, ensuring that decisions are grounded in how the Internet Identifier System actually functions. While the Latin American and Caribbean Regional at-Large Organization, or LAC-RALO, we're also strengthening our grassroots outreach. You will see ICANN Near You events returning to Caribbean capitals, starting with Guyana, alongside a series of LAC-RALO webinars focused on the next round and the ASP program and other related programs. This effort builds on steady cadence of regional sessions from LAC DNS Week to WSIS Plus 20 briefings, helping new participants find their place in our work. If you have colleagues who should attend these sessions, please send them. If you want a session in your area, then please ask us. The Caribbean is both globally connected and geographically distributed. That makes routing hygiene, domain name system security extensions, deployment, DNS security readiness, incident response priorities essential. ICANN's strategic plan sets clear goals for strengthening the stability and security of the unique identifier systems, including continued collaboration with the numbers and routing communities and the ongoing evolution of the root server system. This is not abstract. It is the infrastructure that all of you, everyone, depends on. The more governments, ISPs, operators, academia, civil society, businesses, and experts work together, the stronger the outcomes will be. Over the next few days, let's stay practical. If you represent a regional enterprise, insurance, retail, logistics, finance, or any other enterprise, please ask us whether a brand or community TLD would help tackle challenges you may face, like fraud, partner onboarding, or service delivery. If you are in government, identify services that would benefit from stronger trust and clearer naming, and explore whether a controlled namespace could help you. If you are an operator or university, you can determine how you can contribute most effectively to DNS security, whether through training, measurements, or incident response, and connect with the initiatives that we already have underway. ICANN will stand with you in that work. Our strategy is to build support, and our shared goal in Jamaica and across the Caribbean and the global Internet is straightforward: to keep the Internet interoperable, secure, and open, to scale opportunity, and do it in a way that reflects the diversity of the communities we serve. That is how we turn driving change, connecting futures into practice. Thank you.
Thank you ever so much, Mr. Lindqvist. Now, we are all familiar with Maslow's hierarchy of needs, yes? Or we should be. I saw someone just alter it a little bit to put the internet as a part of our hierarchy of needs. And you think about how integral internet connectivity is to your daily existence. Have you ever tried to unplug and realize how difficult that really is, how challenging that is? Head to the beach, head to the river, and just leave your device untouched, and you're wondering, what's happening while you're away. But it's important that we all try to unplug from time to time. But thank you so much, Mr. Lindquist, for the work that you're doing through ICANN. And again, for supporting the CTU in the way you have and will continue to do through your organization. Now, we've heard so much talking, ladies and gentlemen. A whole heap of presentation, right? Remember, break it up now? Yes, let's give your ears a break from just speeches and give you a real taste of Jamaica. Because it is my absolute pleasure to introduce a stellar Jamaican performing arts company for your entertainment pleasure. The Ashe Company, founded in 1993 by Joseph Robinson and Paulette Bellamy, are now led by Conroy Wilson and Michael Holgate. They've got 2 performances for us this evening, and they're going to do or deliver the first just now, called the Caribbean Cabaret. So ladies and gentlemen, please put your phones away for the applause, but record them when they're performing. Ashe!
Caribbean, brought to us by the Africa.
Cabaret of the Caribbean.
Cabaret of the Caribbean.
Music they brought to the islands. Music they brought to the islands.
Now shake your body, baby, do the conga. Blow your hippie Joseph, any lump of me. The rhythm of the music getting stronger. Don't you find it to the track. Gather round now. Let your body feel the heat. Don't you worry if you can't dance. Let the music move your feet. It's the rhythm of the island, and that sugar cane so sweet. If you want to do the conga, you got to listen to the beat.
Trasalena plufujo, le pasera masao. Oye, día di sol, alegría y coño, escuchi ubere. Te, 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 te. Te, 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 te. Te, 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 te. Calongo, colongo, la práctica tu cantano es morir a persona a celebrar. Es que le te pone de día la rosa, como fía, na varía, o chambía pa' criar. Calongo, la práctica tu cantano es morir a persona a celebrar. Es que le te pone de día la rosa, como fía, na varía, o chambía pa' criar. Te, 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 te. Te, 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 te. Music makes you lose control. Music makes you lose control. I remember when I lost my mind. There was something so pleasant about that place. Even my emotions had an echo, so much space. Yeah, does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Possibly. Let's go! Cabaret of the Caribbean. Music they brought to the island. Puerto Rico. Sí, sabes que ya llevo un rato mirándote. Tengo que bailar contigo hoy. Yeah.
Y que tu mirada ya estaba llamándome. Muéstrame el camino que yo voy.
Oh, ya me estás gustando más que lo normal. Todo dices si no más bien de no es más. Esto sí normal sin ningún apuro. Despacito.
tu cuello despacito. Y ya te enseña cosas al oído. Para que ya crees si no estás conmigo. Despacito, que la disonancia de esos despacito. Que me harás saber ese tu laberinto. Me hace de tu cuerpo todo un manuscrito. Sube, sube, sube.
Oh, quiero bailar tu pelo, quiero sentir el ritmo. Que les tienes a mi boca. Tus lagares favoritos.
Despacito.
Yeah. See, all I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I could never let it up. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go.
Win, 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 no matter what.
And it's said there,
Win, win,
and it's
win,
said
no matter what.
Hey,
Up, down, up, down, up, down.
see, all I do is
Win, win, win.
got money on my
Win,
mind, I
win,
could
win,
never
no
let
matter
it
what.
up.
We're making a connection. Music makes you lose control. Music, come on. Woo. Hey. We can operate. Let's go, let's go.
I got a cute face, chubby waist, thick legs, in shape, rum shaking both ways. Make you do a double take. Let it rock a showstopper, head knocker, flow proper, beat scholar, tail dropper. Do your thing, I say you love it.
All right. Now, we take you to the French islands. On the way.
Qui j'en sont fait, pas qu'à comprendre, so qu'à vivre comme si pas ni problème.
Pour ta sauce, la vie, la règle, qui j'en trouvais pour faire ça,
Soukla, c'est le médicament, nous dit.
Soukla, c'est le médicament, nous dit.
Soukla, c'est le médicament, nous dit.
Soukla, c'est le médicament, Soukla, c'est le médicament, nous dit.
Soukla, c'est le médicament, nous dit.
Soukla, c'est le médicament, nous dit.
Ça coûte ça, si c'est jamais à nous oublier.
All right. Now we take you to Trinidad and Tobago, the heart of soca music. If you know you love soca music, you gotta sing with us. Yeah. We ready to go. Yeah. We all on the ground. Yeah. We holding it down. Yeah. We open with story. It's our Juve morning. Juve morning. Everybody coming in. We ready to go, yeah.
We gon' make them jump, we gon' make them turn up, we gon' make them whine, we gon' make them free up. In this year's a bacchanal, in the sea botanical, it's carnival. I want you to wind your way.
Everybody hold it. When we coming down from the mountain, when the rhythm beats in its tone, see we jumping on. It's Savannah Blood, it's Savannah Blood.
That's what will kill you, should make you stronger. For my problem, this like steroid war. I get my doses from all kinds of sources, and I know them still can't kill me now. You say, see me and I blood. Right all the time, because like a boat. So they box me now, so I get up. Them up wonder, oh, I just get up. And the record I see, I just see through. And by the help of God, I must get through. I just can't stop. I feel like, move any mountain and trample any building like, man, mother than monster. This man's to any structure.
Every day, it's like I come out to say, carrot, I get more than you. It's like I come out to say, carrot, I get more than
We
you.
roll, we don't roll alone. When we roll, we don't roll alone.
Everywhere that you go, you feel no.
I'm moving with me. With me. When
we must up it, turn up dancing like an army. Let me see all the people who believe in family. Yes, yeah man, family, yes. Are we still family? If I one thing we hate a friend killer, we don't believe in a friend killer. Family, that's what we believe. Are we still family? We love we family to we heart. We wouldn't dare hurt none of them. We'll kill it dead to the end, dead from the start. real brother there.
Family, yes.
And we say family.
Well, I know dirty heart can't sweep with broom. They are like the trees that can't bloom, and they shall surely
fade away.
Alright, and I say, I know dirty heart can't wash with soap. The meditation twists up like rope, and they shall surely
fade away.
I have a question for you guys. 1 second.
Yeah.
How the party looks. Yeah. How the party looks. All the people them sit down and look so. Where I go to me? Alright. Hey, yo. Jamaica hot. This house boss type. And the track star pull up in a fast ride. Hard nothing where we give you on a half right. Like a track suit beat with a half white. Yo, we chain it bright like starlight. And we Asha team there, so we all like. Everybody want peace, so we starlight. Yo, drop some stars, cause I we them girl I talk about. And the style where we have them love. And them say we fresh fly like dove. No other region can size up. Yo, I we them girl I talk. We a check on this and go away. Be a check on this and go away. Be a check on this and go away. True in a sleep in a breathe.
If you know this song, I want you to help me sing, right? Can't ball in a life, man. Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Force, yeah. Oh, yeah. Say we are coming with a force, yeah. Blessings we are real power course. Yeah, I wanna rise and boast. Yeah, we give thanks like we need it the most. We have to give thanks like we really supposed to be thankful. You're not ready at all, ready for all. This unconditional
love I got for you. This love I got for you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Who's low, roll, go, go, we are wild. And I show, yeah, 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 yeah. Who's low, roll, go, go, we are wild. And I show, I wish you woke up in a
Music
I wish you woke up in a
Caribbean, changing the world. Changing the world. Changing the world.
We ain't gonna talk.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it again for Ashe. Talk about an infusion of energy into a wonderful evening. And I think I burnt a few calories just watching them here. Singing and dancing at the same time, and the ladies in the heels. It's amazing. Nonetheless, we have one more presentation, and Ashe will be back, all right? It is my sincere pleasure to invite the Honorable Audrey Marks, Minister without portfolio, in the Office of the Prime Minister, with responsibility for efficiency, innovation, and digital transformation, to deliver a keynote address this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Please make her welcome.
I see all the presenters have to contend with their younger pictures. And I know that I'm standing between you and food. So I'm going to thank Sir MC for acknowledging our distinguished guests. And I will just go straight into saying good evening, everyone. And on behalf of the Prime Minister, a warm welcome. It is a profound pleasure for Jamaica to host the Caribbean Telecommunication Union's ICT Week 2025 here in Kingston. We are delighted to facilitate these discussions as the ICTU's highest decision-making body meets for its 31st General Conference, and we warmly acknowledge our own Minister, the Honorable Daryl Vaz, for his active membership and dedication to this vital regional body. The theme of this week, as you have heard before, driving change, connecting futures, could not be more timely. It is a direct call to action that speaks precisely to the Caribbean's regional and indeed Jamaica's national ambition. We recognize that digital transformation is not merely a goal, but an essential engine for greater productivity. It is therefore my pleasure to give you an update on Jamaica's ICT journey to becoming a digital society. One of the most important steps Jamaica has taken in its rollout of our national digital identity is to place digital IDs at the center of our digital governance strategy. We are also actively exploring new and emerging technologies, such as the potential LEO satellite connectivity, and aggressively pursuing the rollout of 5G infrastructure to provide the high-speed pathways our innovators need. And let me just again acknowledge Minister Vaz and Mr. Stephen Price, all the work that is going on behind the scenes for us to get the 5G technology going. Besides exponential increases in speed, 5G can empower developing countries by helping to bridge infrastructure gaps and drive inclusive growth. On a note of speed, I am especially pleased to share the government of Jamaica's newest initiative, the SPEED program, streamlining processes for efficiency and economic development. I'm honored that the Prime Minister has asked me to be responsible for this program. And you know, it's actually interesting because 25 years ago, I was an entrepreneur trying to start the first internet-based payment company in Jamaica. And most people just would not believe that you could make the internet commercial and can pay a bill on one side of the island and have it delivered on the other side. And eventually the private sector caught on and they gave me an opportunity. But my biggest foe in this battle to establish business was the government. They just would not embrace it. So today, to be the minister charged with responsibility for digital transformation is really a pleasure and a privilege that I am now going to be asked. Thank you. And you know, I want to share that the name efficiency, innovation, and digital transformation is not by chance, especially innovation, because I wanted to make it clear that the government is going to embrace innovation, and I want to be the champion and advocate for innovators, especially in the digital space. Speed is about cutting red tape, eliminating unnecessary bureaucracy, and making it easier for citizens and businesses to interact with government. It was born out of a simple but powerful idea. If government can move faster, then so will companies, investors, and innovators. We'll be simplifying approvals and permits. And I know Minister Vaz had put out some years ago that we can do it in 90 days. We are Minister Vaz, it has not continued to be 90 days. Sometimes it's 90 weeks and 90 months to get simple approvals and permits. I'm recommitting to the timeline of 90 days. We'll also be doing digital services so citizens can apply, pay, and track online anytime, anywhere. We'll be standardizing and connecting agencies so people no longer face the run around government and create fast-track channels to strategic investments while maintaining transparency and accountability. And all of this will be powered in partnership with the ICT Authority. I saw Professor Mansing earlier. I hope you are still here. Just want to acknowledge the work you are doing. There you are. Jamaica has also taken a decisive step forward. Our Data Protection Act makes it clear in law that citizens are the rightful owners of their data. This is not mere legislation. It is a principle of sovereignty for the digital era. It is this foundation that has reassured global partners and innovators that Jamaica is a trusted and future-ready jurisdiction. But sovereignty cannot stop at our borders. The reality of the digital economy is that it is borderless. Data flows, networks expand, and services scale globally. Our response must therefore be regional. So, this is why the current work being undertaken with the support of CARICOM and UNESCO and under the capable leadership of Secretary General Rodney Taylor and the CTU is so vital. The World Digital Governance Initiative is a Caribbean initiative. It is about embedding the principle of citizen data ownership and regional interoperability across our entire community. And I want to just commend all the ministers and leaders in the CTU for your work. Thank you. In the realm of connectivity, I want to acknowledge our critical regional and global players: the International Telecommunications Union, the Internet Corporation for Assigned Names and Numbers, ICANN, and our regional Internet registries, the Internet Society, and others. We are especially pleased to welcome our partners from ICANN, and in particular the President and CEO, Mr. Curtis Lindquist. It was some 12 years ago an MOU was signed between the CTU and ICANN under the then President and CEO, Mr. Fadi Shehadi, right here in Jamaica at the Montego Bay Convention Center. We see you in this new frontier. In this context, I draw your attention to a powerful quote from Sundar Pichai. Artificial intelligence will have a more profound impact on humanity than fire, electricity, and the internet. The question is not whether to participate, but how and where to participate. The internet connected the world. AI takes this further by not just connecting, but interpreting, predicting, and acting on information. It has the potential to automate cognition itself. The internet is a platform. AI is both a platform and a participant. It can create, learn, and evolve. It is being embedded into everything from healthcare diagnostics to creative arts, education, and governance. So while the internet raised concerns about privacy and misinformation, AI introduces deeper ethical dilemmas: bias in decision-making, surveillance, job displacement, and even existential concerns. These challenges and concerns we need to address collectively. So while we are a little bit comforted by hearing that we are still going to be in charge, Mr. Wattal, I still think we need to spend a lot of time making sure we understand and address the concerns that we are aware of. And I'm just noticing, Commissioner of Police, you are here. Very good to see you. In Jamaica, our commitment to AI extends beyond policy to practical application. We have made a deliberate choice to engage in AI services. We already have the foundation. For more than 2 decades, Jamaica has built a reputation in business process outsourcing. BPO. We are now moving up the value chain from BPO to AI-powered knowledge process outsourcing, KPO, and ultimately to AI-powered software services. We are also, very good to see you, Commissioner, because we are also seeing tangible results on the ground, such as the Jamaica Constabulary Force recent unveiling of the AI Law Enforcement Assistant. This innovation is an example of how we are deploying ethical, technology-backed tools to increase the efficiency, transparency, and public trust in our core government services. It is all about transforming our economic model, making the Caribbean a hub not just for consumption, but innovation, design, and AI-driven problem solving. While our shift toward AI services is bold, it will not be untested. Engagement will be built on policy alignment, institutional support, training programs, and digital governance frameworks that reduce friction and guarantee rights. In Jamaica, the AI task force is chaired by Mr. Chris Record right here, and they are doing a great job and working closely with ministries, training institutions, and stakeholders to ensure that this transformation is a national imperative. In concluding, by choosing to build an AI services sector rooted in data sovereignty and regional collaboration, the Caribbean can position itself to capture real value from the AI economy rather than watching from the sidelines. It is clear, however, that collectively, as Caribbean leaders, we must drive change by embedding digital sovereignty. We must connect futures by aligning data, talent, and opportunity across our region, which I trust you have been doing in your deliberations so far. But I want to emphasize these 6 areas. 1, accelerate human capital development, invest heavily in digital infrastructure, digitally transform government via speed-like programs, 4, forge public-private partnerships, and I see Mr. Andrew Pearman here. I didn't acknowledge you earlier. Good to see you. Adopt and harmonize regional frameworks. Speak with one voice globally in multilateral fora to shape AI governance, digital standards, and norms so that small states like ours are not mere rule takers, but also at the table shaping the rules. So, colleagues, the Caribbean has always been a region of resilience, creativity, and courage. Now we must also be the region of digital leadership. Together, let us drive change. Together, let us connect futures. Together, let us build a Caribbean that is digital, sovereign, and prosperous. Thank you. May God bless you, and may God bless our Caribbean community. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ambassador Marks. And we look forward to the implementation of so many of the wonderful ideas that you have shared and that will come through your portfolio. I'm going to invite you to return to the podium along with Minister Vaz, as he has a very special presentation to make. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Minister Vaz is presenting Ambassador Marks with an Antillean charm. Indeed, it is beautiful. It is the red-billed streamer tail, of course, our national bird, or hummingbird, more popularly known. Now, Secret Agent 007 creator Ian Fleming was an avid bird watcher, and the streamer tail, Jamaica's national bird, was his favorite, and makes a cameo, or made a cameo, in his short story, For Your Eyes Only, Birds of the West Indies, by Canadian bird scientist James Bond. And, of course, was his constant companion. And now, this evening, ladies and gentlemen, the Antillean charm is being presented by Minister Vaz. And we have a quick photo op, 3 to be honest. And let me invite all ministers, along with Secretary General Rodney Taylor, to join Ambassador Marks and Minister Vaz here on the podium. And your function is simple. Just follow the instructions as guided. For the second photo op, let me put on standby Mr. Ed Wattal, Mr. Graham Thompson, Mr. Curtis Lundqvist, and Huawei representatives. You will join for the second photo op. Our lovely assistant Michelle here in the front is going to provide some direction. Hopefully I'm not in the frame. Big smiles. Happy to be in Jamaica for CTU ICT Week 2025. And now for photo op 2. Remain here, please. And you will be joined by Mr. Ed Wattal, Graham Thompson, Huawei representatives, and Mr. Kurt Lundqvist, CEO of ICANN. Is it time for us to get 2 rows? I don't know. Just one? Okay. The wide-angle lenses are in the house, which is good. And for those with cell phones, a panoramic view. And representatives of Amazon. Thank you so much. Kindly give my regards to Mr. Bezos. A representative from Amazon. All right, just stare at those flashing lights or in that general direction. And you will now be joined by all sponsors. Don't move just yet. We're going to be joined by a few more folks. It's a big one, but this is the last photo op. I really don't want to keep us all from the buffet or the bar for much longer. Just to let you know that Ashe has another performance, which will be quite entertaining as the first. Can we have a little direction as we are joined by more sponsors? Just fit in between shoulders, ladies and gentlemen. All right, you're being instructed to look at that tallest camera there. Is that photographer's actual height, or is he being aided by something else? Have we got them all now? Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Now, ladies and gentlemen, still going to invite you to return to your seats. 1 Thessalonians 5, verse 18 says, "In everything give thanks." And this event would not have been possible without the extremely kind support of our sponsors. And let me just take a quick opportunity to say thank you to our headline sponsor, World Digital Governance, our lead sponsor, Huawei, our gold sponsors, Global Satellite Operators Association, Inter-American Development Bank, Data Access, Office of Utilities Regulation, and Smart Mobile Solutions. Our silver sponsors, Digicel, Eastern Caribbean Telecommunications Authority, ECHO, Liberty Caribbean. Our bronze sponsors, Meta, Digital Nation, Viasat, Welchman Keen, ICANN, Island Networks, and Precision Cyber Technologies and Digital Solutions. Other sponsors include Foga Daily, Innovate 10X, Rocket Connect Mobile, Transcend 8 AI Consulting. Our partners, International Telecommunications Union, American Registry for Internet Numbers, LACNIC, the Commonwealth, Post ISAC or POST ISAC, Agency Cybersecurity Caribbean, Spectrum Management Authority, Universal Service Fund, and the Caribbean Media Corporation. Thank you all for answering the call to support this marquee event on the ICT regional calendar. Let us give them a round of applause, please, ladies and gentlemen. To the CTU team and management and staff of the Ministry of Transport, Telecommunications and Energy, we thank you for your countless hours ensuring that we successfully host CTU ICT Week Jamaica. And I want to quickly leave you with this. It's been a powerful week, a powerful way to start our week, and we've heard clear signals from government and industry and global internet governance that the Caribbean is committed to driving change and connecting futures. Helen Keller once said, "Alone we can do so little, but together we can do so much." Let us do much together. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been my absolute pleasure being your master of ceremonies, but I must leave you with a final taste from Ashe.
Now, we're going to take you on a journey, a musical journey with mental, ska, rocksteady, reggae, and dancehall. Now, this is where music comes into play. Music through the ages. 63 years of Jamaica's culture. Are you ready for it? Let's go!
One good thing about music, when it hits, you feel no pain. Sweet Jamaican music, when it hits, you feel no pain. You live the life you love. You love the life you live. Jah will give. Ooh-wee. Greetings I bring from Jah to all ragamuffin. Ooh-wee. Again. Greetings I bring from Jah to all ragamuffin. Is the ragamuffin you done? All right, let me see the hands of those who love Jamaica. All right, let's go. Well, I'm dreaming of a new Jamaica, a land of peace and love. Some say they cannot see no hope, that's why they leave this land. But I know without a fear, and that's why I wrote this song. Come along and me say, all who believe in love, hey, come sing this song. Come on, sing the chorus song. Yeah, come sing this song. All right, yo, I say sweet, sweet Jamaica. And me ackee and me salt. I roast your man banana. Yeah.
Now this song is dedicated to the queen of reggae, Marcia Griffiths. If you know it, just sing along with me. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. There's a land that I have heard about so far across the sea. There's a land that I have heard about so far the sea to have you on. My dreamland would be like heaven to me, and surely we'll never die. Yeah. Surely we'll never die. Oh, won't you wait and see? Oh, just you wait.
All right, I want to introduce you to the Prince of Reggae. His name is Dennis Brown. It sings a song. Should I have faith in you? Should I put my trust in you? And should you let me down? Should I flirt around? Why should I feel this way? Thinking that you're going away. There ain't no way we'll stay together anymore. Oh, well, am I to go on now?
Living this way.
No, I mean to acting like a child, so young and gay. Oh, you don't know what it means to be loved. You don't know how it feels to be loved. Oh no, somebody say hit me. With music now. Hit me with music. Style. All the ladies ramping shack out for a while. Watch this. You hear new style, you dance all it. Bring your hand in the air, then you rock, then you dip. Move to the drum and make your body click. Step forward and come up back quick. That's the new style with the whole place I do. Rock bogle dance and music sweet yo. Bogle around the place I can this. Rock bogle dance and my tune a play. After no sub bogle say she not wake, but she a rock same way. For real. They love how the young girl do. Rock so, dip so, the girl them look sweet.
I want you who dance, we'll be in the fire again. Around the streets and the lane and around the lane. World dance is the name on the title. You buy the deaf, the dumb, the blind and the crippled. I don't know, I black wizard, love it so. And a limbo, Rosie's fine and you send. A brand new dancer, oh, you have a market. I kill you all of them, Rosie's fine and you send. A world of dance, we come to teach them. Hey, little girl, you shall be past my way, I'm tempted to touch. Ooh, baby, the dress you wear, your perfume keeps me wanting you so much. So much, baby.
I see the fire spreading, it's getting hotter and hotter.
Woo-hoo!
The hands will wanna be in the shoes of the have-not. If the sun is on your door, then you lose this for sure. But if you run and pretend, you're on the wrong side of the bed. Hit me with music. Hit me with music now. Hit me, Let me give you some love and affection. You got my attention. You need no correction.
Make
Drop more blessings in your direction. You got my attention. What an impression.
Yeah. I want to see all the hands of the beautiful ladies in the audience. You guys looking so beautiful tonight. I just have a song I want to sing for you. It goes like this. No, I've never been someone shy, but from I see your eyes, you know I had to try. Yeah, I may say, oh, just let me get my words right, and then woman, I'll treat you like a man is supposed to. Boy, you never had to cry, no, 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 no. And I know many men can relate to when they find that special someone. Oh, something about you. Oh, Lord, and I want her in my life. I never knew anyone so one of a kind. Oh, Lord, the way she moves to her own beat. She has the qualities of a queen. She's a queen.
No other man can make me go on like you. I would've left you, baby, even if I could. But now I'm on the front. You made me wanna hunt. But now I put the blood. You got the goods, I got the truth. I wrote this song just for you. I wanna have it, baby. I want every part of you. The good, the bad, the old and the new. Tell me what I say, baby boy, I do.
Alright. Now, this is a Bob Marley tune. And I know you know it, so sing along. Here we go.
Could you be loved and be loved? Could you be loved and be loved?
Oh, don't let them fool you. Oh no, yeah, or even try to school you. Oh no, 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 no. We've got a mind of our own, so go to hell if what you're thinking is not right. Yeah.
Love will never leave us alone.
What's in the darkness, it must come out to light. Come sing it with me now. And I say, could you be
loved and be loved?
Sing, 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 sing it now.
Could you be loved?
Boo, 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 yeah.
Be loved.
Oh Lord, Mr. Big, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up.
Get up, get up, get up.
Yo, you've been down for too long, yeah. What you know? Me said he rolled up. Whoa. So I know. Could you be loved? Could you be loved? Oh Lord. Oh, let me speak to them again. Don't let them change you. Talk to them now, Ashley.
Or even rearrange.
That's right. I'm Mr. Sodom, pump, what? Oh Lord, we've got our lives to live, yeah. Oh Lord, only the fittest of the fittest shall survive. We must
stay alive.
All right, we say you ain't gonna be poor until the weather. No matter how you treat me, could you be loved? I can't hear you.
Could you be loved? Could you be?
I wanna love you and treat you right. I wanna love you, oh baby, yeah.
Every day and every night.
We'll be together, with a roof right over our heads. We'll share the shelter, oh darling babe, of my single bed. We'll share the same room, while Jah provides the bread. Is this love, is this love, is this love, love that I'm feeling? Is this love, love that I'm feeling? Wanna know now. I got to know now. I'm willing and able. And we said, darling, so I throw my cards on your table. Whoa,
We're jamming. I wanna jam with you. Like jamming. Lord, I hope you like jamming. Oh yeah, we're jamming what you want. I wanna jam it with you. I say we're jamming, and I hope you like jamming too. Ain't no rules, ain't no bound, we can do it anyhow. I will see you too. 'Cause every day we pay the price with a little sacrifice. Oh,
Holy Mount Zion.
Holy Mount Zion.
Holy Mount Zion. Just seated in Mount Zion. And ruleth all creation.
From the park I hear rhythm. Marley's heart on the box. Tonight there'll be a party. Chilling with Asher right here on the block. Did you know that now? We're jumping to the break of dawn. Nobody ever told you. We're jumping to the break of dawn. Hey!
You're rock so, you're rock so.
You're rock so.
You're deep so, you're deep so.
Yeah.
You're rock so, you're rock
I
so.
say you're rock so.
You're deep so, you're deep so.
Yeah.
Lively up yourself.
And don't be no drag. Hey, come on now.
Lively up yourself.
'Cause reggae is another ball. Hey, skitty bum,
Lively up yourself.
and don't say no. Hey,
Lively up yourself.
'cause just say so. Come on.
You're rock so, you're rock
I
so.
say you're rock so.
You're deep so, you're deep
I
so.
say you're dip so.
You're pump so, you're pump
I
so.
say you're pump so.
You're scam so, you're scam
I
so.
say you're scan so.
You're rock so, you're rock
You
so.
better lively up yourself.
You're deep so, you're deep
Me
so.
say be lively up yourself.
You're pump so, you're pump so.
Come so.
You're scam so, you're scam so.
Hey.
One good thing about music, when it hits, you feel okay. One good thing about music.
oh Lord, it's true. In Kingston 12. In Kingston 12. In Kingston 12, yeah. In Kingston 12.
No one you pick a love song. No one you pick a love song. No one come cool on you. No one come cool on you.
Now this is dancehall time. And if you know dancehall, you know it wicked. Here we go. Dancehall.
If you love dancehall, come with the fun. Do the gully grip and show it over the wall. Let go of the bird. Do the bird. Float and bounce, that's a dancehall word.
Hear it. If your shoulder start fling, get out the ring.
This is how we do it in Jamaica. Hey,
Fling,
my shoulder fear
fling,
my shoulder fear fling. What you lead are the dancers, the new dancing team.
If you fight, I will take it on your head.
So bad, find my brother when he climbs down the ladder. Funny man, I figure get the cheddar.
Everybody,
Hold them there, hold them there, hold them there. Hold them there, pull him out there, hold them there. Hold them there, 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 hold them there.
This one is called Yes. Yeah? Hey, all right. Yes. No, everybody.
Go on with the road, go on with the road.
Everybody.
Go on with the road, go on with the road.
Everybody.
Go on with the road, go on with the road.
All right. This one was made by Ding Dong. All right, no. When you back on there, you do the stir fry. Put your foot on there, you do the stir fry. When you back on there, you do the stir fry. And it's a top. Why?
A bird season. A mercy. You know, I used to sing dancing song. Now him sing dancing song the world God. I him did sing wax and sail. I him sing dirt that box. I him sing tip in a it monsters. Some of us, everybody learn. Hey, look at the bird, look at the bird, look at the bird, look at the hey. What's a trunk crow? And the eagle. What's a trunk crow? And the eagle. What's a dip? I don't know all day. I should start there. Jamaica start there.
We got the cover, no one was quarter. I could bounce everybody but the shoulder. I could left man, I rocky like quarter, full suit, the clothes, hey. Surprise them with a bang, left them with a bing. Everything we sing is an in-thing. Young and Frankie we rise, want the redeem. Fat man could have never stop our thing, hey. Watch out, uno, mouth, keep up, can't stop. Uno, singer, I saw me move, I saw me rock, I saw me sing me like a bang, 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 bang. One good thing about music, when it hits, you feel no pain.
Sweet Jamaican music, sweet Jamaican music.
Our hearts salute Jamaica. Oh, this is Jamaica, my Jamaica. Triumphant, round and free.
Ashe.
Check. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it again for Ashe. An amazing performance. Jamaican music through the years. Well, that has brought us to the end of our opening ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy the buffet, enjoy the bar, enjoy each other's company, and have yourselves a wonderfully productive CTU ICT Week 2025 here in Jamaica. God bless you and good night.
Everyday Life with PBCJ, every Sunday at 6:30 a.m., Monday through Saturday at 6 a.m. Let each day be a new blessing.
The following is brought to you by the Office of the Prime Minister.
To fight crime and violence in your country, your government has invested over $9.7 billion into national security systems. This includes the construction and renovation of dozens of police stations, the acquisition of critical security equipment such as patrol vessels and police vehicles, the recruitment and training of